Trust me, those Niners checks ain't cashed yet. They haven't cashed yet. They haven't. Don't worry. They're coming, though.
Oh, hey there.
Come on, guys. Week 1 is how many days away? 13 days away. Debo's in tip-top shape. Brandon Ayuk looks like a star in the making. George Kittle's Kittle, one of the best tight ends in football. Got Christian McCaffrey. What if Christian McCaffrey goes from 23 to 5, or is that too soon? Christian McCaffrey's here. The line is back. Plus Colton McKivitz. What is there? Bosa's going to be here for week 1. Don't you worry, folks. I'm telling you. Don't listen to the worry of the show, Joe Shasky. Listen to your boy. Bosa will be here week 1 in number 97.
Well, a lot of people listened to you last year during the Warriors season, and how'd that end up?
Well, you listened to me the year before.
What?
What happened? How'd that end up? Ended up in the parade. That's what happened. So, you can worry about Nick Bosa. Bosa will be here. Why are we all so doom and gloom on a Monday? Why? Come on, guys.
I just think that this is I hope that today, well, I know the summit that will bring them up, but I feel like today should be one of the last days that we talk about Trey Lance for the year.
I agree.
And we could just move on. I think a lot of people, I was ready to move on. I felt like in the middle of last week, it was like, man, maybe they should have just gotten rid of this guy before we even got this whole circus off. And I know that Kyle wanted to keep him around as the QB3. I think it's best for all parties.
I'm really proud. And honestly, as a 49er fan for many years, and I've been very critical of Kyle Shanahan. I'm very critical of the way he handled the quarterback spot. I don't like the way he's handled the quarterback spot in his tenure as head coach of the 49ers. But I thought he took a step forward Friday night by taking the accountability that he did. I've never seen Shanahan so vulnerable. You can see it on his face. You can hear it in his tone. And they messed up. This is one of the worst draft day trades in the history of the NFL. There's no doubt. It's one of the worst trades in 49ers franchise history. There's no doubt. I don't put it at number 1, but damn it, it's close. It's close. They whipped hard on this. But the fact that they still have this talent, the fact that they're still picked by a lot of experts to be a factor in the NFC, it says a lot about this organization. They take a whiff like this and still be in a position. Now, you know what? Brock Purdy fell into their lap. They got lucky there. But damn it, it's better to be lucky than not good, right? It's better to be lucky, right? They got lucky. And now you got a quarterback who helped you score 32.5 points per game when he was at quarterback.
Well, as you're talking about Shanahan's presser on Friday night, I think the recurring theme, whether it's Jimmy G or Trey Lance, health, injuries, right?
Right.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
They got to keep Purdy healthy. That's all I'm thinking about. And if you're talking about accountability and him showing vulnerability. I mean, a lot of what deteriorated Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan was availability, meaning his health, Jimmy Garoppolo's. And it feels like, in part, the development of Trey Lance, whether he was going to be good or not, I think health played a big factor in a lot of those things. Him not being healthy enough to be able to practice, him not being healthy enough to throw the ball properly and whatnot. Right. They got to keep Purdy healthy. They absolutely have to keep Purdy healthy. And so, that's the number one thing for this year.
I mean, Kansas City's number one thing is keeping Mahomes healthy. Buffalo, keep Allen healthy.
Yeah, but Bonte, Mahomes is finished every single year.
No doubt.
Upright. The Niners.
But again, Kansas City saying, boy, Mahomes goes down because he has had injuries.
Well, every team says
he's missed some games.
But Bonte.
He's missed some games.
Bonte.
Josh Allen had the PRP injection last year with the elbow. It's like, boy, he was getting beat up. Joe Burrow's had major injuries before. Major.
Bonte. 5 of 6 seasons they've gone through 3 quarterbacks.
I hear that.
All right? Every offseason, every offseason, Jimmy has had shoulder surgery twice, okay? He had the ankle injury. You had, obviously, Trey Lance had a shattered ankle, and Purdy just had a crazy elbow injury. So, this is a little unique compared to, Joe Burrow's high ankle sprain.
It is.
It's a little different.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of teams out there who are saying, you know what? If our quarterback goes down, we're kind of screwed here. So,
Yeah, but I just think that, this spot more than others, it's come on.
Honestly, I want to know this. You could play the Kurt Angle beat. You got the Kurt Angle beat because Tyler Miller just brought up Kurt Angle. Pull up the Kurt Angle beat before we go to the lines. Just pull up the Kurt Angle beat. because a lot of people were calling me that, saying I'm heel turning or whatnot. What did you guys really expect from me today? All right? What did you expect? You expected me to cry about Trey Lance? You expected me to whine about how they develop him? No, that's not what the big boys do. This is the pros, baby. Number 4 market. What did you expect?
I expected you to pivot, not panic, like you're doing.
Trey Lance, week 1 of the preseason against the Raiders, did not look like an NFL quarterback. It hurt my heart to see it. Trust me, it hurt my heart. You saw the video from training camp 3 years ago with Jaske and I. Some people think I've already lost credibility, but he did not look like an NFL quarterback. And you know what? I got a team full of hyenas that are ready to go win a Super Bowl in Las Vegas. All right? So I ain't got time to worry about Trey Lance. Number 3 overall pick in 2021 is 2023 now. And he wasn't ready to go, and it's time to move on. It is what it is. Get out your feelings and get ready for Pittsburgh week 1. Get out your feelings and get ready for the Steelers and figure out how to win a football game. That's where I'm at now. Get 97 in here, which he will be by week 1. Could happen this week. And he's going to get a massive bag. And get ready to roll. Stop crying about the backup quarterback. The starter's Brock Purdy. That's your starting quarterback.
Can you at least acknowledge this?
Get out your feelings,
agree with
folks.
you. Purdy is the starter and should be the starter. The way the team talks about Darnold, though, I mean, you could feel like we got to just read the tea leaves. You could feel like if there's any slippage from Brock, I don't think they have any hesitation to go to Sam Darnold. I just got this feeling Sam Darnold's going to play some this year. And I hate even bringing that up. Like I really do, because I want to see what Purdy's got. But I have a hard time listening to this team slurp on and on and on and on about Sam Darnold and think that he's not going to play.
I'm going to say this. You want another heel turn here? Get the music back on with Kurt Angle, Spinoni. Get it back on before it goes to the lines. I'll say this about Sam Darnold. If Purdy does go down, since you guys are always worried about injuries, and I don't roll like that. I'm thinking Purdy's going to play 17, but if he doesn't, I'm going to be open-minded about Sam Darnold. Is this the best supporting cast Sam Darnold's ever had? Huh? Yes or no?
Of course it is.
Is this the best head coach he's ever had?
Of course it is.
This is the best play caller he's ever had.
Of course it is.
The best system he's ever been in.
Yeah.
He's back on the West Coast.
Okay.
He's 2 hours away from home. He's a 45-minute flight away from home. Family are in the state of California. I will be open-minded about Sam Darnold because he can throw the ball deep.
Okay, what is open mind like that? It's like
open-minded about Sam Darnold.
I'm open-minded to see Isaiah Oliver play corner, but that doesn't mean he's any good.
I'm not open-minded about that. I'm not open-minded about that at all. I'm very worried about that. When I say I'm open-minded about Sam Darnold, I'm saying the guy can thrive in the system. Now, does he scare me when pressure gets to him? Absolutely. He could be a turnover waiting to happen. But you know what? He's never had assets like this. He's never been in a system like this. He's never had a head coach like this. So I will be open-minded if Sam Darnold comes into the game and thrive. Because I, Vontae Hill, will not be surprised if that happens.
Okay, so just to clarify, I want to know. I'm trying to keep up with the amount of optimism that's going on there. No. So Purdy's going to play 17, but
I'm hoping he plays 17. If it doesn't happen, in your world, because you've already got him hurt. You keep talking about Sam Darnold. So I'm telling you, if Sam Darnold plays, it ain't going to be the worst thing in the world.
Okay, so this will be the greatest offense of all time, but if Purdy struggles a little, Sam's just going to come right in and elevate
I didn't say struggle. I didn't say that at all. I'm talking injuries. I'm not under the impression that
I know. I'm just trying to keep up with this Rolodex of opinions.
Keep up here. I'm sorry.
I know.
You can't
I'm
keep
trying
up.
to.
You're the butcher boy. Slow. Come on. Right on the tray, baby. Let's go.
Well, no, I'm not coming that far with Sam Darnold because I've watched over and over and over again all of his drives, and I'm looking at someone who, when there is a clearly defined first read, I think he's really good. I do. I think he's really good in the first read. It's when he has to go to his second, third, and fourth read, and he starts to feel the pressure. The guy does panic at times. Now, he throws a very nice ball, but he said it in the post-game presser on Friday night. Everyone else was focused on Shanahan. They were focused on Lynch. I watched the Sam Darnold presser, and Sam Darnold was talking about how much he was seeking structure, and he said, structure. And I took it as twofold. Like off the field and on the field. Off the field, we can all agree. Like the Jets in Carolina, they were like dysfunction personified.
No structure.
What?
No structure.
Exactly, right? So off the field, the Niners have much more structure than those two situations. And then on the field, it feels like to me, he needs a system similar to when Jimmy was thriving. Like, you throw to that guy and that guy only when he hits this window. And so for him to be the best version of himself, sure, I think he can be the best version of himself. I just don't think that highly of the best version of himself.
That's fine.
Because, again, I see a guy that there's going to be times where he's going to have the heat, pressured on him. And compared to Brock's actually, I think, better. As the play goes on longer, I think Brock can do some things. He can make some guys miss. He can create. I think his legs are his best attribute. He can run and make plays like he did on that touchdown scramble. I think the opposite for Darnold. I think he's a little better throwing the ball intermediately on those first reads. It's that second, third read. You can see the guy start to look down at the pass rush.
He does.
I worry about him.
I worry about the rush as well. But again, I will not be surprised if he somehow thrives in the system if he gets an opportunity to play. This is set up for any quarterback to succeed. You can't succeed in this system with these weapons, then you probably shouldn't be in the league.